My sister was in court today because of a year ago she posted a picture of her son online. This is the son from the father who's a fucking asshole. The son who the asshole who got a restraining order on her for literally no reason whatsoever. I think he was afraid that she might take the child and run, but that wasn't actually any. There was no reason why he would think that because Sophie was kind of stressing out over the child and not really paying much attention to the child at the time. So she ran away, and he got a massive restraining order on her. I think she once broke the molestation order because he refused to give her 10-minute phone call. So she went down there to say, "Why aren't you giving me my 10-minute phone call?" And that resulted in her getting another molestation order for 2 years. She's had this molestation order on her. Basically, the majority of the time that the child has been alive. The child's almost 3 now, so but yeah, he got the molestation order like about 9 months after the birth of the child. But she posted a picture of him online, and George, again being the bastard that he is, thought that it would be a good idea to take her to court. I think this just is a joke. This is an absolute joke. If some stupid moron that needs his head bashing in decides, oh, I want to take her to court over posting one picture on her Facebook page, and the courts take that seriously, to me that just makes that the courts are a joke. The courts are a fucking joke for thinking that a mum should be going to court over posting a picture on Facebook. She's not famous. She doesn't have many followers. She doesn't even have any friends, and it's just a complete waste of time. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of effort, and it makes me feel like the court is nothing but kids in a playground. Oh, this person posted a picture on. Yes, yes, we'll take that to court. It's just like you're desperate for money. People in the court systems are desperate for money that you would take anything to court. Oh, this sod of an asshole father who's refusing to let her. If you look at the circumstances, he's had a restraining order on her for 2 years for no apparent reason because he alleged that he hit her. She hit him once, and was claiming that she was abusive. But when in reality, you look at her and you think she's not abusive, or if she does hit, you can't imagine it being very hard. I don't think there's any bruises or anything. So, on one hand, this molestation order is a joke. It shouldn't be in place because this is her son. And okay, it's fine to say that the child should go with the father. I agree that there should be something in place to stop. If someone's going through mental conditions, they shouldn't be allowed to just pick up the child and run off. I understand having some sort of order in place which will prevent her from stealing the child and running off. But a molestation order where you ban that person from having any contact with that person, but at the same time she was allowed to see the son in a call center where the social workers made £200 an hour for it, or might have been £100 an hour. But yeah, so the social workers were allowed to make money off this, and make thousands of pounds. And of course, they didn't even tell her how much it really was. She had no idea that they really were I think she knew that they were charging, but she didn't know the exact details of it, or at least that's what she told me. And she's not very switched on when it comes to these things. But yeah, at the end of the year, she just got like a massive £3,000 bill and had to pay it or something. And I feel like that's also unfair, because the only reason why she had to be in the call centre is because George was refusing to let her in the house, and this molestation order was just part of his way of controlling. The whole situation is a complete mess. I don't agree with any of this. And anyway, she posted a picture online. I think it was last January or something, and it's now a whole year later. And yeah, so she had to go to court. She's now got £100 fine, and she's got a criminal record because of this. Isn't this just a joke? I swear these are like kids in a. This undermines. You could say the reason why she told me that the reason why she got the fine was because they wanted to sort of prove to people that you can't break molestation orders. But I would argue that this molestation order shouldn't have been in place in the first place, because my sister's not dangerous, not violent. This one hit that George is referring to was nothing and had no bruising or scarring or anything. So it's literally just him probably being a bit of an asshole and saying something to wind her up and her getting a hit, which is obviously because that's how he makes me feel sometimes. Like I just want to hit him to shut him up, because sometimes he can be a bit smarmy with his comments. And yeah, it's just it undermines the justice system. It makes the courts seem like a joke, and it makes having a criminal record seem like a joke. Now, don't you think that if someone has got a criminal record for posting one picture of of her son online, and they've got a criminal record. I mean, technically, she already had a criminal record when she went through a mental breakdown. She broke into someone's house because she thought that person was spying on her. So she had a criminal record for that, but she's got a criminal record just for posting this. And I feel like things like this make having a criminal record seem like just having a birth certificate. You know, like if you can get a criminal record for doing something so stupid, then it makes criminal records not seem important, not seem valuable. And to get a molestation order, you know, I've watched a case of Stacey, and she was trying to get a molestation order against this, you know, guy that was literally stalking her, literally doing, you know, literally trying to rape her, and had all these problems, and she was sort of stressing out over how am I going to stop him? How am I going to stop him? It's just like, get a restraining order, and you can get a restraining order even if there's absolutely no real justified reason for getting a restraining order. You know, you can get a restraining order on anyone. If I wanted to get a restraining order on someone I've never even met, and I could just allege that I've seen him stalking me, you know, I could do that because that is what a restraining order allows. Now, if that person does happen to be pissed off that he's been forced to go into court over something that was so trivial and so something that he believes is nothing, and then decides to post a picture of me online. Oh, look, I can go to court again and get him. It's just like a way of saying, you know, if you're an asshole and you want to cause problems, we'll go with that because we can make money out of it. You know, that's kind of what it feels like to me, and it's freaking annoying. And another thing that's annoying, when it comes to sleeping with underage, you know, I don't give a shit about 17 or even 16. You know, I feel like there's a difference between if you're in a sort of helping someone and working with them and doing, I don't know, if someone doesn't even look 16, doesn't even look 17 or 16, you know, you don't even, some people, they look so much older than their age. Now, if you're in a sort of environment and they seem, you know, responsible, mature people, and they seem like they want to do whatever it is that you do with them, you know, and it seems consensual, and that's a very big difference to finding someone who's like incredibly drunk and extremely looking underaged and just sort of taking them back whilst completely pissed. And, you know, I feel like there's just two different types of having sex with underage people, and some are completely respectable, and it's and to not know as well, like if you sleep with someone who happens to be underage and you don't even know, or like or maybe if they say that they're older and stuff, and it's just, I don't know, this thing is that it's annoying me because if sleeping with someone who's claiming to be 18 but is actually 15 is like, you know, it's like taking a paracetamol because someone told you it's a paracetamol when really it turns out to be something much like something like proper drugs. And you, if you don't know what you're taking, or if you don't know how old someone is because someone's told you that they're older, or they themselves are telling you, or they look older, or they seem mature, or they seem, you know, it's very different to it's very different. But I think people are mad. I think people are mad. I think people are mad, and they're just trying to take any opportunities to just, I don't know. But if giving a fine and a criminal record to someone who's just posted a picture of their son online, if that's whilst in a restraining order that they didn't even deserve to have, you know, if that is what you could call justice, then it just shows that you have no clue what justice is, or what the system should be, or what's right or what's wrong, and it just makes having a criminal record a joke.